All right, welcome to the Explainer. Today we are digging into Redis, that secret piece of tech that makes your favorite apps feel just unbelievably fast.
I mean, seriously, have you ever stopped to wonder how your favorite apps stay so instant? How can something like Twitter or Instagram handle millions of people all at once without just falling over? Well, behind the curtain, there's almost always this one powerful tool making it all happen. So, what's the big problem that everyone's trying to solve? It really just boils down to our modern need for speed. I mean, let's be honest, at the end of the day, waiting is just not an option anymore. And you know it's true. When you tap on that icon, you expect everything, your feed, your messages, your photos, to just be there instantly. And that demand for right now creates a huge, huge technical headache for the people actually building these apps. So how do they pull it off? Well, a whole lot of them turn to this amazing tool called Redis. This is the thing that makes that instant feeling a reality. Okay, so what is Redis? Officially, it stands for Remote Dictionary Server. Now, that word dictionary is actually pretty important, and we'll circle back to what I promise. But for right now, the two words you really, really need to focus on are in memory. See, unlike your typical database that writes everything down to a physical disk, Redis keeps all its data right there in the computer's RAM. And that one little difference, well, it changes absolutely everything. Okay, so what does in-memory really mean for us? Well, this is the secret sauce. It's all about one core difference, memory versus disk. This is where all the magic happens. The easiest way to get this is with an analogy. Think of RAM, or in-memory, as the top of your desk. Everything you need is right there, within arm's reach. You can grab it instantly, right? Now, a traditional database on a disk, that's like a big old filing cabinet down the hall. Sure, it can hold a ton of stuff, but you have to get up, walk over, find the right drawer, find the right folder. It takes time. Redis basically keeps all the most important stuff right there on your desk, ready to go. So, just how much faster is having everything on your desk? We're talking over 100,000 operations per second. This isn't just a little speed boost. No way. This is a massive, fundamental leap in performance that makes all those real-time experiences possible. All right, so it's crazy fast, we get that. But where are you actually seeing this stuff in action? Let's go take a look at Redis out in the wild and see how the apps you use every day are putting it to work. Because it's so fast, it's also incredibly versatile. I mean, developers use it for all sorts of things. Caching is a big one. That's like storing your login info so you don't have to wait every time you open an app. It's also perfect for real-time analytics, like when you're watching live sports scores tick up. It can manage message queues between different parts of an application. It's amazing for gaming leaderboards. And hey, remember that word dictionary from its name? This is why. It works just like a super simple dictionary. You give it a key, like user_session123, and it instantly gives you back the value, which is all your session data. That simple key value idea is what makes it so darn flexible. Okay, let's make this crystal clear. Picture this, you're opening up Instagram. In a world without Redis, the app has to go all the way to that slow filing cabinet database to check who you are. The result? You're sitting there waiting for your feed to load. Oh, now with Redis, your session info is already sitting on the desk, that instant memory cache. And the result? Boom, you're in, just like that. Now I want to be clear, this isn't some obscure little tool. This thing is a cornerstone of the modern internet. We're talking about huge players. Twitter, it relies on Redis to power those trending hashtags that have to update in the blink of an eye. GitHub uses it to manage a massive queue of background jobs. Pinterest, Stack Overflow, they're all using it to cache data and manage sessions to make sure their platforms feel snappy and responsive. So, we've seen what it is, and we've seen where it's used. Let's kind of wrap this up and pull it all together. Why do all these top-tier apps depend on it so much? Let's break down the key takeaways. It really comes down to this powerful combo of 4 big advantages. First, obviously, is the speed. We're talking sub-millisecond response times. It's just insanely fast. Second is scalability. It can handle millions of users without even breaking a sweat. Third, it's just so versatile. It can be your database, your cache, your message broker. It wears a lot of hats. And finally, it's open source. And that means it's trusted, it's been battle tested, and it's constantly being improved by a huge community of developers all over the world. Look, if you're going to remember just one thing from all this, let it be this right here. At its heart, Redis is basically a super fast memory booster for your app. It's the secret ingredient for any system that absolutely has to be real-time and high performance. Redis is one of those amazing foundational technologies that's completely invisible. You never see it, but you feel its impact every single day. And it kind of makes you wonder, right? What's the next invisible piece of tech that's already out there quietly powering our digital world?